Psychology says, when a man stares at you, he thinks you. Psychology facts. When a man stares at a woman intensely, understanding what's going on in his mind can be both incredibly easy and difficult. It's pretty straightforward since it's almost a given that he finds you physically attractive. It's confusing because nobody's too sure of his next steps, except him. On the other hand, if it doesn't seem like the flattering kind, you're probably going to ask yourself, why does he keep looking at me? And chances are, you're just going to want for it to end. The point is, when it feels like you're in an uncomfortable spot, you probably are. Keep your distance and make your boundaries clear from the get-go to avoid any further complications. But if it feels like there's something exciting brewing here and there's a hint of mutual attraction, you're probably looking forward to answering questions like, what does it mean when a boy stares at you? We're here to tell you that the inner workings of his mind no longer have to be kept a secret, since we're here to uncover them. 1. When a man stares at you, it means he finds you attractive. When a guy stares at you, what is he thinking? In the not-so-complicated intricacies of his mind, he's going, wow, she's pretty. The signs he likes you start from his eyes, and are not that hard to catch. Even if you haven't caught him and the people around you have told you what's been going on, take it as a sign. His next steps, however, completely depend on the kind of person he is and the situation you're in. If he's the bold kind, he's going to go full Hollywood and send over a glass of wine. If men like that still exist, that is. If he's the shy kind, he's probably waiting for you to look back at him with a smile. The point is, whether you've got questions like, what does it mean when someone stares at you when you're not looking? Or why would a guy stare into your eyes when he walks past you? The answer in most cases is that he finds you attractive and would like to start up a conversation with you. Why not give it a go? 2. When a guy stares at you, what is he thinking? It might just be situational. When a guy stares at you and doesn't look away, it doesn't always have to signify sexual intent. In some cases, the place you're in and the context of the situation can define everything. For example, if you're in an office meeting and you're the one currently speaking, he might just be looking at you intently since he respects your input and is really trying to pay attention to what you have to say. If a guy stares at you and then looks away, maybe he's just analyzing everyone in the room. If a guy stares at you and smiles, maybe he's just trying to be friendly if you've both met for the first time, in a professional environment. Before you assume anything, make sure you take into consideration the context of the situation. However, if you're in a meeting and you can't help but think, he keeps looking at me from a distance, does he want something? It's easy to get confused about what his intentions might be. Though the situation calls for some eye contact, he seems to be making more eye contact than what's required. In such cases, don't rule out sexual intent. 3. He's trying to flirt. When a man stares at a woman intensely, of course, the complete opposite of the previous point can be true as well. This will especially be the case if he's looking at you with a vivacious smile, something you can only know when you catch him staring at you. So when you ask yourself, why does he stare at me so intensely? It's entirely possible he wants to come and chat with you as well. Plus, if he does it right, flirting with the eyes can be a very effective trick. So, when a guy locks eyes with you and doesn't look away, know that he's probably a very confident man trying to give you the works. Let's just hope, for his sake, that his tactics are working. Because if they aren't and he won't stop staring at you, things are going to get creepy very quickly. By then, you'll be left asking, why does a guy stare at me like that? 4. He's trying to gauge what's going on in your mind. Picture this, you're in a group of friends and he's trying his best to be funny. Not only is he rolling out his best material and trying extra hard, but he's also looking at you after every single joke he cracks. When a guy stares at you and smiles in such a situation, he's definitely trying to figure out if he's succeeding in his efforts to charm you. I catch him looking at me, then he looks away. It was like he was trying to peep into my mind, Janice, a 23-year-old reader told us. As it turns out, that's exactly what he was doing. I asked a mutual friend why this guy keeps staring at me, and she told me it's because he's trying to see if he's making me laugh or not. He keeps looking at me from a distance, but at least now I know what it means, she added. In other instances, like looking at you through a crowded room, he may be trying to understand the kind of mood you're in. If he's a friend, his assessment might just be spot on. When a guy stares at you and doesn't look away, especially when you know him, he might just be trying to unravel the mystery that is your mind.